Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Amid controversies over a zoning consultative meeting held in Lagos, leaders of the People's Democratic Party have insisted that the gathering was legitimate and part of the party's official processes. The meeting, which took place at the Legend Hotel on Thursday, was disowned by some southern stakeholders. They condemned the Lagos gathering, described as the PDP Southern Zoning Consultative Summit, insisting it was convened without proper consultation. Joining us on this show to discuss the outcome of the meeting and the kick against the gathering by some stakeholders of the party is Chief Bode George, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party. Good morning, Chief, and thank you for joining us on the morning show.
Always my pleasure, Ruben. And I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to put the record straight. And because whatever we do, we are trying to promote the party to the electorate. Nothing personal. And the managers of the party are always available to do what is right.
Okay, but sir, what seems clear? What seems clear, if you admit, after this consultative meeting, is that nobody can deny any further that the PDP is divided. Because this was meant to be a consultative meeting, attended by representatives from 12 states, attended by elders of the party, including your good self, chairman of BOT, and other major stakeholders of the party who have been nominated from the zones. And then you have the Wike faction saying that that meeting was not authorized. And that therefore, that meeting was illegal. So it will be wrong to now tell us from this moment onwards that it's a family affair. NEC is meeting on Monday. Now, what is that consultative meeting going to report back to NEC ahead of the convention? And what were the major resolutions by way of introduction? Because you may not want to disclose the conclusions before NEC meeting. But
I can't.
But
I can't do that. That's right. But thank you for... Yes. Okay. Let me be clear here. You know, first of all, I will say in life, you have those that can be termed as progress terminators and also success accelerators. That's the personality I have discovered in politics. Now, this zoning committee was established by NEC to look at the positions in each zone of the federation. Now, usually we have 8 years of office, both elective and party positions. But because of the crisis we have found ourselves, this particular convention that is coming would just have been a non-elective convention. But because of the crisis we have gone through and the resignation of some of the principal actors, the NEC decided it has to be an elective convention. So, but they know that all the positions in the north will still remain in the north. All the positions in the south will still remain in the south until the next 4 years. So when the zoning committee was established, they were to re-examine with consultations with the various leaders in the southern zone and the northern zone and present their report to the NEC for approval. Because NEC is the most powerful organ outside the convention. Now, so the the chairman of that committee and the members, of course they must consult. They cannot bring all the party people there. I was shell-shocked after the meeting, and I saw a group of these young people, who were now canvassing and saying that it was not inclusive, it was not this, it was not that. I was shocked because this is not the end. Do you expect that the members of the the zoning committee would just have gone, locked themselves in a room and just do it without consulting? God, just get advice from the people. I think this NEC meeting we are going to have on Monday, we must take certain decisive decisions to allow this party to move forward. Those who are tired of the party, we can't stop them. Let them move away. Go and join another party or start your party. We have appealed the last NEC meeting we had. We gave the NWC the authority to invite so many of these people who are jumping ship and heading to APC. And but this time around, it looks like the appeal is not holding. And if it's not holding, the party can be held down. We must move forward, And the most important people that we can talk to, the electorate, if they see the quality of management, the quality of the personality, and the ideology that we are presenting to them outside, because the votes come from them. So I am not very happy. It's very disheartening. It's very unacceptable. The way you now, and the joke of it was that when the chairman of the zoning committee was talking, he was mentioning how he was able to selectively invite leaders from everywhere. The name of the minority leader in the House was also mentioned. So what did he go to do? Making another statement. What is it? And the report, no matter the consultation here, the committee people would have had, they must present their report to the National Working Committee, who will prepare the report for consideration at NEC. And before NEC, we have the caucus meeting on Sunday night, the Board of Trustee meeting, and then the NEC meeting. So what is the urgency? If somebody is driving them, they seem they are tired, they cannot listen to simple instructions, then if they want to go, let them go. There must be this, when you break the laws in any organization, and the organization refuses to deal with such things under the law, then you are broken down. It's getting so disheartening to some of us who have spent since 1998. We've been in this party.
Sir,
the founding fathers handed over the thing to us.
So, Chief.
What is this?
So, Chief, it's no longer a family affair.
Yes.
Those who want to go can go. No family sentiments anymore.
If you are a spoiler, no, that's why I said what we want. We don't want progress terminators. We want success accelerators.
All right.
If you want to be a progress terminator, please ship yourself out.
All right, sir.
And the party must be strong enough to take that decision.
All right.
Period.
Okay,
What is this?
Thank you so much, sir. I was going to clarify that those who are not progress, who are not progress accelerators and don't want to go, will the party be courageous enough to expel them? Because we've been talking about this for so long. Those who are working against the party, brazenly coming out to speak against the party, and yet it looks like the party is folding its arms. And that is set to be one of the biggest challenges of the PDP this time. Then beyond that, I asked the question earlier this morning around if the PDP can be salvageable as the main opposition or to remain the main opposition party. Just over the weekend during the by-elections, out of 16 constituencies that were announced, PDP was able to clinch only one seat. Is this the beginning. I know we don't like to speak about this beginning of the end of what was once a superpower when it comes to political parties, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa.
You know, my dear young lady, there's what they call, there is no battle-free zone of life. The higher you go, the more demonic missiles that will be fired at you. You got to be prepared. We're in opposition. And I want to advise even those in government, everybody heading down there. We were in power for 16 years. Now, whatever the people in government now are trying to do is to decimate and woo some people to themselves. You know, the joke of it. The difference between the PDP and the APC is as clear as a crystal. Now, for APC, there is only one man who holds the key to the heart of APC. He said it himself. That's the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that I own the party. In our own, no individual can own the PDP. It's a collective responsibility. Sometimes you need the crowd to be able to brief them. Sometimes you need a select group representing each state for purposes of easier management for them. Every zone that came for that meeting had a national vice chairman of Southwest, national vice chairman of South-South, national vice chairman of Southeast. So the people complaining and saying, oh, we are the chairmen of these states, they should call us in, they should allow us to come. Their leader was there. And so what is the problem? You know, time has come that this party must rise up and take a decisive action. We have made a lot of appeal to so many of these people. If they can't stand the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen.
Okay, now the question I
We
asked
must
around,
move forward. It's not a private enterprise of anybody.
Yes, sir. The question around, would you be willing to
No.
expel? If they don't want to get out of the hot kitchen, would you be willing to push them out, help them out?
The party has the authority to, yes, the party has the powers
the party has always had the authority. It's not about authority, it's about the willingness to exert this authority. So is the party now ready to exert that authority? Are you ready and willing to push such people out? I mean, you know one obvious one. Are you ready now to expel if the person doesn't come around?
Okay. I mean,
You know, as a member of NEC, he is also a member of NEC. Recently, he said that he was not invited to NEC meeting. We got the letter with the acknowledgement that he was invited. He didn't come. He appeared on channels. And my political son, as I call him my political, I've told him, Kadan Kada, Wayo, Tejeje, if you want, you know, history to be on the positive side of your life. But when you continue to do this, demeaning the party, disorganizing the procedures, can you do that with Bola Tinubu? Can you? So this NEC meeting must x-ray all these misgivings, and if the party does not make a decisive decision, some of us will just go back and pull out. Enough is enough. We are already sacrificing so much. Enough is enough. If he doesn't want to listen, it is not his private fiefdom. No.
Okay, Baba.
It's an organization bigger than any one of us.
Okay, Baba. Great to see you again. Thank you,
Rufai.
It is well, sir. But with due respect, sir, I know you are angry, but
right.
This was the same person you produced, Baba. You know, in all of this happening today, sir, you have a hand in it. Because it was people like you that supported Wiki when he was going against the party's candidates because things didn't favor them. And when you talk about party discipline, sir, with due respect, if the party was really disciplined, people like Seyi Makinde should not be sitting in that meeting. Because they went against the party.
Why?
Because things did not favor them. The power did not come to the South. So, Seyi Makinde and Wike are like 5 and 6. Baba, I thought at some point, you said Atiku was the problem. Atiku has left the party for you people. Seyi Makinde and Wike have started the quarrel again. So the problem is no longer Atiku. So Atiku has gone now. So what is it? It's no longer Atiku. So I think there's something innately wrong in your party, don't you think so? And some of those things, sir, are things you are also part of those that caused, sir. Like this week, sir, you were here. I interviewed you when you emboldened Wike. You forgot then because, power went to the South and we were against Atiku. Atiku was the problem there. We were here, you emboldened Wike. But you forgot that the person you emboldened was going to come and do it to you people. And that's what's happening in the party today. So why is Wike wrong today? Why wasn't he wrong then, sir?
Rufai,
yes,
let me take you. I have been in this party since 1998. I was privileged to have been one of the elected officers at the first elective convention we had. So I have been there long. What happened? You jumped the gun. How did the crisis start? The Atiku crisis. You know, there is a norm, and it's a laid out procedure in the PDP. The founding fathers decided, they saw that the First Republic collapsed because majority had their way, minority were mere onlookers. The Second Republic also collapsed based on this majority having all and minority having nothing. And then I told you people before, and I will repeat it, that when the British left this country, they left two evils: tribalism and religious bigotry. What have those two things got to do with managing yourself? Because the day you were born, you didn't ask God, send me to a Christian home or send me to a Muslim home. For me, my older sister was a Muslim. She married a Muslim. Would I reject her as my sister? Has nothing to do with how we manage the country. And the thing they did, they said, 6 top positions in the land. They also divided Nigeria into geopolitical zones. I want you to listen to my explanation. 6 geopolitical zones: northwest, northeast, north central, southwest, southeast, south-south. So they have created a zone for the minorities and majority. And they came up with 6 top positions in the land: president, vice president, senate president, speaker, the secretary to government, and the national chairman of the party. So when they divided, each zone, whether you are minority or majority, will have something to take home, which was different from the original concept that we had since 1960. It encouraged everybody that we will move ourselves from being just an ordinary country to being a nation, that no matter where you are born, you will have that sense of belonging, that you are part and parcel of this country. Because all these 6 top positions, 3 up, 3 down. After 8 years, the 3 up will come down. Those that are down will go up. That brought a sense of belonging and removed this garbage of majority having their way and minority just sitting like mumu. So that was what happened. Buhari finished 8 years. Is Buhari from the southwest? Is he from the south-south? Is he from the southeast? No. So it was the turn of the South to present a presidential candidate. But the maneuvering, the manipulation at that convention sent us to the canvas. And we are still pulling, trying to get ourselves out. Why do you think they left now for another party? Because if he remains in this party, there is no way he will be zoned to the north. The next 4 years, we'll have a southern president. That is the constitution of our party. That is the belief that we have sold to the public.
Baba, I get your ground. But I get your ground, sir.
Right.
But once your party had a candidate that emerged already, wasn't it right by being a proper party man to support the candidate rather than encouraging people like Wike that you were supporting there and Makinde to work against your party? Because that's where the problem started from. Now the Atiku has left, your party is still in disarray, and you are threatening to quit. Some people are sending messages, I say, maybe Baba, you have to quit because the way these two people are going, they will give problems. So once the candidate had emerged, why did you support the candidates? That's what they are saying.
You say once a candidate has emerged, it is easier said than done. They breached the very foundation for which this party was established. They breached that. And if they breached it, it was for them to now roll up their hands of fellowship. And let me tell you, there was a subcommittee set up to interview people who will be vice presidential candidates. At that time, that committee, 13 out of 17, voted that Wike should be the running mate to Atiku. All right? They got there. The report is still there. They refused to listen to that. Oh, we can't work with him. We can't work with him. Okowa, that was eventually invited, was the one that set up a meeting of southern governors, PDP governors, in Asaba, and came with a communique that whatever happens, the presidential candidate must come from the south.
Chief.
All of a sudden, they invited him. He ran like a dog that doesn't have his brains there. Chief. Ran away to take the ticket. Chief. These are the things that conflagrated it. Yes, we were together because I stand for the laws as established in this party.
Okay, Chief.
If you cannot stand the laws, please get out. That was Chief, what happened. Please. So Chief. It's not a matter of just, and let me say it, I beg you, Ruben.
No, I want us to focus on the future instead of dealing with the past.
No, I want
Can we focus on the future?
Let me clear this with Rufai. We will. I will quickly just round it up. Look, people like us, when Rufai is asking this question, yes, we were there. I would follow the truth at any point in time. And when we found that this thing wasn't going the way it should go, I pulled out.
Okay, we understand that.
It was his fault.
Whatever happened in the past has happened. Now the party is trying to sort itself out. Now, will it be fair to summarize what is going on in the party as follows? That now that Wike and his loyalists are saying that the meeting held in Lagos is unauthorized, it means that, of course, he has assumed the mantle of the leader of the party who can only authorize caucus meetings or zonal meetings or consultative meetings. And, his own orientation is to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Will it be fair to say that all the southern leaders that met yesterday, that's a group that is against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Without leaving the party, you want to stay within the party and rebuild it to fight the incumbent, whom Wike says is mobilizing southern leaders to support. And of course, there are a number of governors who have already gone to the APC. Those who have not gone, some of them have said we are supporting. And then you say you are having a southern caucus meeting, consultative meeting, and Wike did not authorize it, then it means, of course, that you are against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And was it an issue at the meeting? The subject of who will be the flag bearer of the party from the South in 2027. Was that on the table?
Ruben, why should I be a member of PDP and then claim to support the leader of the opposition? If you can't stand the heat, like I'm saying, get the hell out of the kitchen. Am I a member of APC? This is the kind of tribalism I'm talking about. Yes, it is the turn of the South, and we will spend our 8 years. That's the ground norm as established in our own party constitution. Now, this party, we are going to go into convention to re-elect new managers for the party. And then there will be another convention later on, by the end of next year or so, to elect our own party flag bearer. What we are doing has absolutely nothing to do with Tinubu. I wish those people who have gone to join them the very best of luck. We will come back and see. You think they are stupid? Is that party empty? I told one of our governors that, look, if you head in there, you are still a sitting governor. What you don't understand is this. There are people existing already in the APC who are also itching to become governorship candidate, senatorial candidate, House of Rep candidate. Are you going to display them? The major difference between our party and APC is this. There is only one man that has the key to APC. And he told everybody who can hear that I own it. No individual in our party owns this party. And this is where I told you before that some people have crossed the red line. The last meeting we had, people were begging and pleading that let us give them another month to reflect, to reflect and make amends. Now we are coming back. Rather than making amends, they are getting worse. So they can go and work there. Look, it's like the political party is like a police station. You don't close the doors. If you have offended, they detain you in their cells. If you haven't, you come to make a complaint, you write your complaint and go, and they will take action. That is the essence of it. As far as I'm concerned, Papa Ekweme, who was the chief convener of the people who established this party, contested 2 times and he lost. He never at any point in time tried to bring down the roof. So what is this attitude that it is me, it is me, it is me? And no, it is not you. It's a collective responsibility. That is the difference between our party and the APC. I wish them the best of luck. Let them go. If they want to go, go. Because the others that are standing there will be looking like Malu. You must be kidding. But in our own, the processes of electing new managers for the party is ongoing now. And the issue of presidential candidature will still remain in the South. And there will be primaries that we will hold to elect anybody who is Southerner to go as our candidate to contest. It would have been absolutely unimaginable that Buhari haven't spent 8 years. We told Atiku, we told him. Now, why do you think he went to form another party? Because if he remains in this party, there's no way he can get the ticket. So they have moved on so that he can still contest. 2019, he contested presidential candidate. 2023, the same, he contested. 2027, again, he wants to contest. What is this? Okay. Is it a private fiefdom?
Thank you very much, Chief.
Let Nigerians understand the concept we are talking about. It is not about hatred. It's behavioral.
Okay, apparently. The PDP story is a developing story. We'll keep an eye on it. Thank you very much, Chief
Absolutely.
Bode George.